Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name's Meg.
And I'm Ryan. Hello.
And we're back.
Hey, welcome. Welcome back to me.
I'm back.
You're back.
And you were with me all along.
I was with you all along.
The narrator in my head.
I literally, can I tell you something? I did not think about how weird this was. Me being a narrator in your head while you play the Stanley Parable, a game about a person with a narrator in their head.
Uh-huh.
This just was kind of the way we wanted to record a video because it would work out well if you had tech issues or if you had questions.
Exactly.
I could speak without them hearing me and help you.
Yeah. Or you could be like, hey, stop doing that. You're doing bad at this.
No, first off, I never said that.
He never did that.
Because you just
He
did
didn't
incredible.
do that.
I have watched every second of you play Stanley Parable for the last 4 episodes, and I have loved it.
Well, thanks for the recommendation.
Thank you for the gift of you playing, I guess. Do you hate the game?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't hate it.
Do you dislike it?
I don't dislike it either. I like it. It's just totally different than anything that I could have expected. But that's I think that's what it aims to do. So
yeah, exactly. And also, if you don't love it, that's okay. I think it's a game that makes really strong choices. Anyways, we're here and we're gonna play the game some more.
We're just gonna play around some more. Ryan has an extensive flow sheet that he's been looking at.
Megan just looked over my shoulder at what I have been looking at for the last 4 hours as Megan plays, which is the flowchart. Don't look at my dirty screen. The flowchart of all of the different insane types of ways that you get to different endings, because I've been trying to keep track of what you've done in case you had questions. I've tried to make sure, eventually I want to help you get some endings which I think are pretty cool or interesting. And I just wanted to try and keep track. And so I've been following a flowchart for 4 hours.
This is the Stanley Parable After Dark edition.
Megan's got a drink.
Also, it's Memorial Day weekend when we're recording, and there are occasional fireworks. So if you see Kingsley get super nervous, it's because it is after dark and there are fireworks.
Kingsley is our dog.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is your show. I'm just here to assist. So.
All right. Well, we're hopping back in.
Welcome to the sequel.
Welcome to the sequel. The sequel is paused. We're gonna resume the game here, and we're back. We're back in our office. I didn't realize that I used to make when I probably didn't realize that this picture had literally been the same the whole time. Ryan and I used to watch this streamer who literally has streamed from the same room for the whole time we've watched him stream, which is for several years. And one time after we'd been watching him for a year, I was like, is he in a different room? The background's different. That picture behind him is different. And Ryan was like,
spoiler, he was not in a different room. He never had been.
So anyways, same room.
Hey, it's the same room. Hey, before you start.
Yeah.
And go through this crazy office and do all of that stuff. What if you just close the door?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Forever.
I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now,
Age to
this
tell
will
your wife
end.
you love her.
He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
I like that ending because it's sort of it's like the cowardice option. It's like this wide world out there with way too many options for what to do and puzzles to solve.
And Stanley's like,
I like being told what to do.
Not my problem,
if
man.
If I stay here, eventually I'll be told what to do again.
That's beyond my pay grade. The shit outside the office? That's not my problem.
It's also in a game where there's so much talking and so much overwhelming conversation. That's one of the easiest, nicest endings. Stanley stayed in the office.
Stanley just stayed in his office. That's what he was supposed to do.
Okay. Beautiful. Hey, one thing before we go much further.
Yeah. Tell me
As
things.
you just said this after the last recording,
The
or
input.
on the last recording.
The input button.
More about that in a second.
Oh, okay.
You said it's a good thing I grabbed the bucket because it seemed to change a lot of the dialogue. In general, we're going to avoid a lot of the bucket stuff because I don't actually know that stuff because that's new.
Yeah.
And I think the game, most people played the game back in 2013 or sometime afterwards without the bucket. They did a bunch of stuff. And then they came back and played it with the bucket if they played Ultra Deluxe. So I'm just going to have you forget the bucket for
That's fine.
a bunch of this.
I don't actually care that much about the bucket.
The bucket's incredible, but it like adds a level of complexity.
It does. It does. It's like adding a whole nother 3 pages to your flow sheet of possible endings, I'm sure.
Okay, so you are so curious about these inputs.
Yeah.
Do you think there's an actual puzzle there?
I don't know.
There is. And
There is?
I've never actually personally solved it, but I have a list of directions here about how to help us. So go to employee 419 and click on the computer.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley
That's
just
the
needed
next
to get
office,
to
I
the
think.
meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone
Is this
ever
new?
again.
Yes, figurine finders committee.
I didn't see that.
Okay, 419. It's off.
Okay, try clicking on it.
Doesn't do anything. when
Okay,
it's
so
off.
never mind and completely ignore me.
Dang.
I don't know how this works then.
Like sometimes it seems like the input is available. I'm gonna go back and check.
Oh, I got it figured out.
Like-
Okay, I figured it out. It's a different one.
Oh, okay. So I can't.
We'll have to do that in a second. So we
Okay.
got to do a different one first.
Okay.
So what if you went to the office like 434? Look for 434. Go check that out. Go check that out. I go look through those. What are those numbers? I don't actually remember how to get to this one. Okay. 425.
I can go back this way and double check I didn't miss it.
Okay.
430. There's a cubicle here for 434.
434. Okay. Start looking at that window.
This window?
Yeah. And jumping.
Can't jump. It only lets me jump when it wants me to jump.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how this works. Sorry, I thought that was easier than it is. Okay, approach the chair at employee 434's desk. Walk up to it. Crouch on top of the desk. Walk through the window. Crouch. Walk through that window.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure
This game.
and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it
This
if I
friggin'
hadn't
game.
brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones.
I'm sick of
if
it.
The other option is really miserable to listen
I think
to.
now
then
you can
perhaps
actually
you're
just
not.
quit.
In fact, I'm just going to say that no
wanna
one
quit,
who's listening
though.
to this is lucky. Well, now,
This ending is called the
I've built up the other
voiceover
options
ending.
so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever.
And I think
ever.
it literally will
Cheers.
voice over.
I literally have to quit from
I
here.
think you literally have to quit.
Oh my gosh.
So do me a solid, quit, and go back and select yes. Like begin the game again.
Is that the right thing to click? Is begin
I
the
think
game
so.
again?
I'm pretty sure. Can I tell you?
You want me to go back and
Yeah,
click
go
yes?
back and click yes.
Okay.
Can I tell you how I first watched
All
this
of his
game?
co-workers were
Yeah.
gone. What
And
could it
why
mean? Stanley
We
decided to go to the meeting room.
I had
Perhaps
you play
he had
this game?
simply missed a
Yeah.
memo. No matter
Back
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find
when-
a trace of his co-workers.
Sorry, will you pause real quick?
At first,
Yeah, sorry. I
Just
got
so we don't
really
have
I
to-
got really excited about going back again.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, tell me.
I watched Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, I believe, both of them play this game back in like 2015 before I ever really played
Wow.
video games.
Yeah.
And the reason I loved this game back then and the reason I still love it now is, and the reason I'm having you play it is because I don't get to have a blind experience with this game where you sort of have a game that is one thing and then completely shifts out from underneath you and mutates and references itself and
Yes.
iterates on itself. And I just love how like clever and self-deprecating and also how rude it is to the player.
It's a little self-righteous too.
Oh,
I'm not
it's
sure that
so
self-deprecating is I think it's more self-righteous than it is
I
self-deprecating.
think it's both though, right?
That's true, it's both.
Because there's all
It's
these parts where it's like I'm trying to do something with art here with a capital
Yeah.
A, but then there's all these moments too where it's like I'm like trying a failed I'm attempting something which is dumb from the start.
Yeah.
There's
for
no
sure.
real way to connect with the person on the other end and give them real freedom because I'm limiting them, and there's all of that.
Yeah. It is very interesting that it's like it kind of starts out as like you're going to solve the mystery. You're going to figure out what happened to your coworkers and how you ended up in this office all by yourself.
Yeah.
And then very quickly it's like
It's a game about games.
it's like you thought you were going to solve the mystery?
Yeah.
No, you're happy. You're free now. You're good.
I told
you
Megan
think,
this, but I've
like-
never been more proud of her than in the moment when she got the ending where you emerge into the grass, and she said, and she was disappointed when the narrator said Stanley is happy, because it's such a lie.
Stanley was happy when I got the Silly Bird video.
Yes, agreed. Silly
But-
Bird is a good ending. All right, anyways, you should click yes.
Okay.
He assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth
Okay, this one's
must
better.
be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
Can we talk about how you just kept
He
pushing the
did it
buttons to
all
stop the
day
bomb?
in a meaningful way.
How
But
called
his
out did you
brain
feel?
So
had
called
long
out.
ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become.
This game knows
quite
that it's
unbearable.
annoying. This game knows
Oh,
that it is
100%.
asking so much of you and so and being so patient.
Uh-huh.
And in my opinion, it loses a lot of people along the way.
Uh-huh.
but it also rewards the people who stick around.
It does.
If it's a game that speaks to you, it speaks to you.
Man, I will tell you what. When
I swear the next game you play for YouTube could be whatever and much nicer and whatever you want it to be, more chill.
When I was button mashing, thinking I had some sort of secret code figured out during the countdown, and then it was like, you're pushing buttons like it's gonna fucking do something. And I was like, God damn it, this game. Why did I think I could beat this game? Why did I think that there was some secret thing? It gets you though. You're like, you get rewarded for something like the elevator, and you're like, so if I figure out this other puzzle, I'm gonna get rewarded. But then,
hey, speaking
half
of
the time,
rewarded for puzzles, will you begin the game again?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I figured it out. I forgot one thing.
Okay.
So input, go to 419, the computer.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it
419.
mean?
It'll
Stanley
probably be
decided
blank.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It is blank.
Okay, go to 423.
Okay. It is also blank.
Okay, go to the 2 doors room, the room with the left and the right door.
Okay.
And go through the door on the left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Go
he
up
entered
the
the door on
stairs.
his left.
Okay.
Don't go into the boss's office, though.
Okay. This is the meeting for the.
Wow, that's right.
The meeting was today. Trust the completionist instinct.
Yes. This is why. You have to
There
trust your
will be a
completionist
reward for finding them
instinct.
all. Lies, who are you? GG. Oh no, 666 LOL. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Want them so much. Mission status. Places to search.
Hey, guess what?
What?
You're doing pretty good. You've got 3, right?
I do have 3.
There you
yeah.
go. I love that it updates. Is this wait, go back. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. That is the Stanley Parable.
Possible clue? Me reading all the things on the table. Is this a clue?
Is this a clue?
Is this a clue? Beware the false prophet. How can we find them?
Bottom text.
Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo from management.
No memo. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures? Maybe we
Amazing.
are the collectibles. Do you see that?
Yeah. Shut the frick up. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up some
Unusual.
I can't read. I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiance or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up sound from a particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that, in all likelihood, it is coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be a reverberance off of a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? Weird spinning figure. Wow. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless. Okay, sorry. Where am I going?
You're going up the stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But I'm not going in?
You can go in this. Yeah, you can go in this room.
Okay.
Go to the computer right there.
Okay.
There you are. So, I think at this point you need to reset the game. But
Okay.
before you do, I want to try something.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't work right now, we'll do it later.
Okay.
Get ready to walk into the boss's office to the left.
Okay. Why are the lights
I don't
flashing?
know. It's really weird. Get ready to walk in, but as soon as you cross the threshold, back up. Okay, go a little bit further and then back up. What in the hell is happening with the lights?
I don't know.
Now back
Here's
up.
the door.
Beautiful.
Do I go in?
I have no idea.
What do I do
I
now?
have no idea what happens. Let me look it up. I don't remember how this works.
I think I go in.
Go for it. Do whatever you want to do.
I think I go into the void.
Are you in it, or can you back up? Yeah, you're
Back
still.
out. I don't know why the lights keep flashing either.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, actually, I can't go in. It just...
Okay, backtrack. Yep, backtrack.
Okay. I was going to say the door was open again.
The funny thing is, before we go any further, do you remember when you tried that? You tried walking into a door, getting it to close, and then backing out?
Yeah.
I was like, I know that's an ending. I don't remember which door
I just wasn't
it
the right door,
It
apparently.
wasn't the right door. I love that part of it is the part that speaks to me so much, is that, like, all of the parts where it's just instinct to, like, test the game, any of those instincts, up and down on the elevator, in and out of a door,
Pay off if you, like...
pay off if you, in some way, eventually.
if you try them hard enough.
You're looking for 428, so I think you
Gotta
may
be
have gone
this
past.
one.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it's
there you
this.
are. There you are.
Do I just go in?
Yeah.
You are now leaving? Escape pod bay?
Yep.
Hell yeah. I think it's set up to 760.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the game will show me what to do. Go up and up and up and up and up.
Just go up and up and up.
Keep
It's at this
swimming,
point when
swimming,
you start to
swimming.
realize
The narrator hasn't been
the
talking to
narrator
me.
hasn't been talking.
The narrator has not been talking to me.
I think it's like either confirmed or sort of believed that like the narrator entered the room, but you backed out. And so the
Oh.
narrator, I think that might be referenced here. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I think that's sort of the canon, is that like the narrator walked in or entered.
And all interesting that this is
A floor
like
just
my
like
floor.
yours.
Yeah. Oh, it is dark in this hallway.
It is dark in this hallway.
Wait. Did I not make it?
You almost made it to the escape pod.
Ah!
I think there was a sign that we actually missed there,
Heartbreak.
supposedly, that said the narrator and Stanley must both be present for the ending to work. And so I think technically, I don't know where we just missed it. I was looking at my computer. I'm going to be honest.
I didn't see it. Yeah.
I don't know. But apparently we broke it, and so the game broke.
Interesting.
So,
So now there should be
All of
another
his
computer.
co-workers were gone.
yes, there
What
is.
could
The
it mean?
input.
Stanley
is
decided to go to the meeting.
one
Right there.
you've been-
You just
Perhaps
walked
he had
past it.
simply missed a memo.
Oh,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
only need one
So you
more.
have one computer left.
Amazing.
Do you know what computer it is?
Is it my computer?
Stanley's computer.
Amazing. I
Yeah, I
can't
think
believe
you
that I
can go
was so close that I
Uh-huh.
just missed the one in the boss's
Yeah.
boss's office. Can I go? No, my door's closed.
I think you have to reset,
Yeah.
and then it'll be open again.
Do you want me to do that now, or is there something
I'd
else
say
you
go
want me to
for
do?
it.
Okay.
I know you're really curious about that one, so I'd say go for it.
Yeah, I am curious.
Oh my god.
I made it to heaven?
Yes, you did it.
God damn, I knew. I should have trusted my guts.
There was an input. There was a puzzle.
There was a puzzle.
Welcome
This is
to
heaven where you just push buttons.
It's Stanley's heaven. You just keep spinning this sucker. You're gonna make me vomit.
Gotta look out.
Oh
you gotta make
God,
sure
with
you're not
your
missing
high
anything. Okay.
sensitivity too. Can you walk
Well-
forward? I don't know.
Oh.
Can you click buttons?
Oh my god. Am I gonna turn all these buttons off? Does something happen if I turn all the buttons off in
I have
heaven?
no idea. Let me Google it real quick. The choir in the background is singing "Push the Buttons."
Oh yes. Yes, it is.
I love.
I
how
have
you,
not made it close at all.
Yeah. Apparently, this ending is one you can only back out of.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good because I have not pushed
You've
that
not
many
pressed
buttons
that
in
many
the
buttons.
in the sea
Heaven
of
for
buttons.
Stanley is push the buttons. Isn't that funny?
Amazing.
Okay.
Begin the game again.
So, we're quickly moving through my list of potential endings.
Should I go back to heaven?
You can if you want.
No.
Okay. So I think the next thing you're gonna want to do is go through the right door.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have gone to so many pages on the Wikipedia page.
When
It's
Stanley
insane.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay,
Wow.
I think you're going
Yes, this room.
straight out of
What
this.
a beautiful room. What
I
a
don't think there's anything
gorgeous,
you can do in this
gorgeous
room.
room.
I don't think so either.
Thank goodness Stanley had but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So don't take that.
Okay. This is the first way I went.
Yeah.
Because
the
I
first
just
way you went,
like
it's incredible.
avoid the narrator was my initial instinct.
Stanley was so
loved-
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I loved how quickly you were engaging with the thing that new players in this game do, which is like, I don't want to follow instructions.
Yeah.
But maybe it would be good to follow instructions. But
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Okay, so from here, there's a number of different things you can do.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And I think the one that I want to try having you do is related to the wife ending. The ending
Okay.
where you go to the apartment, you see your wife, press H to tell your wife you love her.
H.
So I think that means hit H on the keyboard.
I
Can I
keep
get an
waiting
H
for
in
it
the
to do
comment?
something. It's not doing anything.
So I believe you step on and write it across.
Okay.
Look, Stanley,
Or
I think
to its
perhaps we've
place.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is
I guess
that
I
the
never tried
story has
jumping
been
off,
about
like-
Go for
nothing
it.
but
Jump off.
you all this time.
Oh, I did it.
Beautiful.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero
So, hold up before you go
consideration
too
for
far.
others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger. Danger everywhere.
At this point, we're off script. Do whatever you want. Explore. Yeah. you
Sorry, I
can get
hadn't
to
been this way.
catwalk. Yeah. Go wherever you want. I was waiting for you to say, I wonder if you can jump from this. And I was like, you definitely can.
I didn't realize that because
Now
I
listen
had.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through
Okay,
the red
beautiful.
door.
There are so. Oh,
Oh.
first of all,
Oh.
serotonin.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What
Figlies.
name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you
They
get
have to
from
say
seeing a
something.
small number in the corner of your
Yeah.
screen go up by
Yeah.
one? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
You got 4. Incredible.
Amazing. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go through the red door.
Okay.
But now we have so many
Thank
unexplored
God
options.
you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Screw you.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Oh, no.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
The void? The void? I guess I gotta go into the void.
The void.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If
I
we
like this one.
just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I like this one.
Yeah, the narrator's happy.
I'm glad the narrator's happy because the narrator goes through a lot in this too, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus, we just get to look at this beautiful kaleidoscope.
This is
you
a
know?
psychedelic experience.
I think this ending is literally called the Zending.
The Zending?
The Zen ending.
Amazing. I don't want to rush it, but
I love how you.
Am I rushing it?
No, you're good.
Oh.
You're good. Just whip the camera around.
No, wait.
Oh.
Where are you going?
Uh-oh.
Oh, we can stay here.
Aw.
Sorry.
Right. Where were we?
This is the narrator's happy place. We've been to heaven for you. Now we're in the narrator's
Now we're in the
happy place.
narrator's heaven. It is not pushing buttons.
Nope.
Okay, but narrator, for the sake of storytelling, we must
For
move
the
on.
sake of storytelling.
Did I leave the narrator behind again?
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh,
Aw.
sometimes loss is a part of life, narrator. It's gonna be okay.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Aw.
I don't like this ending. It might be a Zending, but... Oh,
Please,
shit.
Stanley, think about what you're doing.
It's gonna make... It's just gonna make me do it like this? Maybe.
I don't think the game's gonna make you do anything. There's in a weird way, Meg. This game has
there's a
something
restart
to say
button.
about choice, doesn't it?
Maybe I can jump into the abyss.
Ah, it's a good idea. In a weird way, with a game where there's no choices or there's only pre-programmed
Good.
choices.
We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just
I
stay
can't.
here.
Isn't that so pretty?
It is.
Aw. It's so pleasant.
I feel sad for the narrator right now.
Yeah, me too.
What do you think I should do? I should just...
Well, what do you think your options are?
I think my options are restart or jump off that.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm going to have to just do it to see what happens.
And ain't that the bitch of it all? Is
Ain't-
that seeing what
do we
happens
talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
is so damn tempting.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
You blow me up in another ending, so you know what?
No!
Aw.
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
All right. We'll
Try
go
walking real quick.
We'll go back to the other room.
I couldn't remember if it like made you limp or something. Imagine if it made
It does
you limp.
seem like I'm walking slower.
Yeah, maybe you are.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy.
Manipulation.
We really can. If we stop moving, We just have to stop moving.
Kingsley, lay down, buddy.
All right. You good?
Yeah.
She's beginning it again.
Begin
Beautiful.
again.
Okay, I think I basically have one ending left for you. There's a couple more that you can do / like.
Interestingly, this is a different beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, show me. So back to my wife. I'm sorry.
Yeah, back to your wife.
Okay, so that is to
When
the right.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Yes.
doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following
So,
directions. It's
what if you
incredible
actually
he
did that
wasn't
one,
5
but-
years
But go to
ago.
The blue door?
yeah.
Look, Stanley,
And then we
I
can go to
think
the wife
perhaps
after
we've
that.
gotten
Okay.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone...
Ooh, you
You
made it.
almost missed it.
I was in the middle of
Good
something.
job.
Do you
Or
have
good
What
job.
happens if I jump all the way
consideration
down,
for
too?
others?
I mean, we
Are
have
you
other- I think
that's just
convinced that I want
Is it
something
just
bad
I think
to
it
happen
might be
to
a new
you?
ending.
Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me
He
prove
did
it.
want to show us
Let me
something
prove
beautiful.
that I'm on your side.
Yeah.
Give me a chance.
He wants to
Now
show you
listen
the
carefully,
space.
this
This is what he
is
said last time, yeah.
Yeah.
Stanley walked through the red door.
That's why this ending is beautiful.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
What if I just go back?
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me
Megan, I'm
stop
about to
you.
blow your mind. I'm
You
not going to
see?
blow your mind.
There's nothing here.
The game is
I
going
haven't
to.
even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
This is one of the
this what
coolest
you
endings
wanted?
in the game.
Was it worth ruining
2 of the
the
coolest
entire
endings.
story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so
Skill
far.
trees.
Skill trees.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I call this the Home Depot room.
This is the Home Depot door for
Is
sure.
this called the Home Depot ending?
Yeah. There's actually 2 endings from here, and I'm
Okay,
not going
I'm
to...
going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
We're just going to go straight in the middle here.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Worldwide leaderboard? $18,938 endings achieved. Amazing. Okay.
Wait. Keep looking, keep looking,
Oh,
keep
sorry.
looking. You're not done yet.
Did you know
Just take a chill pill.
only the worst 3% of players choose the blue door? You are technically ranked 9,328th. Why not ask
some friends for help? That's why I'm here. Friends list empty. 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door.
98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley.
Yeah. Anyways.
This is your superior. A dead rat is offline.
Yep.
Wow.
Dead rat.
Amazing. I'm worse than a dead rat.
Yep.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right.
Okay.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Okay.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Will you hit
Be
pause?
sure to keep notes on your...
There is an ending that you can actually get.
If you do this for 4 hours?
If you successfully... you don't have to just play the game. You have to win the game for 4 hours.
Are you kidding me?
Let's do it. I'm kidding.
No.
But
that's amazing.
That you can get for playing this game for 4 hours. After 2 hours, the game gets more difficult.
Oh my God.
Because to make sure that you are actually like paying attention.
Paying attention?
Yes.
And
it's an incredible ending. And yeah.
Really good.
Isn't that crazy?
Of course there is.
Anyways.
Experience.
Oh no. Okay, so you can let the baby get pretty close.
Yeah.
What happens if the baby gets like a little bit into the fire? Can you imagine doing this for 4 hours?
I cannot.
Okay, he can get into the fire a little bit. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let the baby go now.
You heartless bastard.
Thank you.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
To spite you.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so
This
awful,
is my favorite
why don't we
moment.
play someone else's game?
In the
Just to
game.
ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
It's probably my favorite moment. If not, it's close.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Is it gonna be Tetris?
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our
Do you
motivation?
recognize this?
It does look
Well, it
vaguely
seems obvious
familiar,
to me
but
that you are meant to play as a creepy man
This is
spying
a
on
game
innocent civilians below you from up high in your
that
clock
exists.
tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience
Called
of total
Firewatch.
mental depravity.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
it still opens the door for me. Beautiful. Am I just supposed to watch for fires in this game?
Firewatch is I'm gonna play it first, but then maybe you can play it another time.
Okay.
It's a supposedly super good game.
Oh, I could go downstairs.
With like a mystery a little bit. Very
oh,
beloved.
I do like a mystery.
Isn't it beautiful too?
It is. It's neat. First of all,
So
was there anything
in
else
the
in here?
original game,
Uh-huh.
you actually open up Minecraft.
Seriously?
Yes, you open up Minecraft.
But they lost the...
I don't know what the
money to pay
artistic
for it?
decision is for why they don't do Minecraft and they do Firewatch instead.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. Why don't you play someone else's game and then Minecraft appears?
That's so funny.
Isn't
Am I
that
going to get
hilarious?
eaten by a bear as soon as I get down here?
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
Beautiful down here.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Imagine the out-of-body experience of playing or watching this for the first
my
time.
gosh.
I mean, you're doing it right now, but like,
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
Is
Just
this-
a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now,
Is this car soccer?
is
it's
game
Rocket League,
design.
yeah.
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Do you like that I forgot the name of
Uh-huh,
Rocket League
car
and just had to
soccer.
call it car soccer?
In the original
Okay,
game,
so
it's
what exactly
it's
do we
Portal.
do here? Let's see.
Amazing.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Yes. What
Oh,
team am
you're
I
so
on?
good at sports ball.
Sports ball. Oh, I'm fast.
You're fast.
I'm actually playing Rocket League.
You're playing Rocket League.
Are
Go
you doing
win,
it?
score.
Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm
Balls
not a
faster than me.
sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of
sportsologist.
raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports
Yes, give me more balls.
experience.
Are you
balls,
gonna
balls,
score?
balls.
Here comes another
Trying.
ball. Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does
Oh.
feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I
Balls.
simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
More balls, more balls. This is my kind of game. All the balls, all the balls. We are gonna win the game. I like games where I can win, 'cause I like winning.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Yes.
Having fun? Is this a real video game?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
Well, I scored
That's right.
4 goals.
Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley.
such a child.
I'm leaving.
Uh-huh.
See how you like it when I'm not around.
The
You
narrator's
need
like,
structure.
I'm taking my
Somehow,
Barbies
I
and
don't
I'm
think
going
I
home.
enjoy it much, but who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
He's just leaving me here?
Yep.
So I could just run around Rocket League Stadium for forever?
I don't know
I'm
about
gonna
forever.
try to
I don't
jump
actually
into
know
one
if
of
this
the
one
goals.
ends eventually or not. Go for it.
Hold on.
Yep.
What are you
Yep,
doing?
there you go.
Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have so much.
I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. What? This game is full of mystery and intrigue.
There's some light at the end of the tunnel.
Light? What's in here?
It's Office 427. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's my office.
I think you can close the door maybe. I don't know actually how it works. Oh, there you go.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story,
Yeah,
well,
we're all our
perhaps
own
he's
main
gotten it,
characters.
down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
No, you need me.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's
I
who
think you need
am.
each other.
That is what I mean to
We
this
do need
world.
each other.
It's
Oh,
like the
yes.
female narrator
Yes,
said.
I'll be back
I was going to
with
say
no
that's one of the
way.
endings, right?
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
All right. Let's do the last ending.
Okay.
Not the last ending, but a last ending for you, if that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Go back to heaven, you say?
All
Yeah.
of his co-workers
Push all the
had gone.
buttons?
What could
Yeah,
it mean?
sure.
Stanley
Let's
decided to
go,
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, it was the bucket. It's like, why did my cursor activate?
Let's go right door. Stay on the cargo lift this time.
What is that? This is different.
Wait.
I was going to say, the hallways were not the same. Wait. But
Oh.
maybe they were.
When Stanley
hold up, don't
came
go
to
very
a
far.
set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
That was different for sure.
Go back. Can you go back?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sometimes there's a weird blue office that can appear, and I think you might have had it, and it's super rare. I don't know if that was it or not.
There was a blue hallway, but the whole
Yeah.
office wasn't blue.
And there's a door you can open in that hallway.
Damn it.
I think. But
Damn
I don't
it.
know. I don't know for sure. So,
Okay, well, we're going to the right.
anyways,
correct?
you're going to the right.
Okay.
You were in
This
a
was
rush. It's
not
okay.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
It's
it.
crazy because I first watched this game like
Standing
8 years
now
ago.
in this incredible
Uh-huh.
room, Stanley, for the
revisiting has
first
been
but
really cool.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And seeing all of the extra stuff added by Ultra Deluxe and the ways, like all of the new
Stanley
content
was so
stuff is
bad at
hilarious.
following
Uh-huh.
directions. It's incredible.
But
he
now I'm
wasn't
actually
5
writing
years
this.
ago.
Yeah, ride that.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on
You
the
don't want me to
wrong
just jump
foot.
off
You
to
can
my
do it
death?
if you want. Go
I'm
for it.
not sure
There's a
anything
floating
really
Stanley
am.
over there.
Oh, there
I
is.
realize
You have to
that
get that at
investing
some
your
point.
trust in someone else can be difficult.
I think it means-
but
There's
the
a
fact
door.
Is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I think you just
all
jump
this
off
time.
to it.
There's
No, not
someone
like
you've
that.
been neglecting, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control
That
of
way?
the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley left from the
Okay,
platform
well, there's a new
and
ending.
plunged
That's
to
just
his
the death ending.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very
Everyone thinks you're
powerful.
so powerful.
Very powerful.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Are you trying to go for the figurine, or do you want to go to
Already this was
the?
uncomfortable.
Well, I kind of
And
wanted to
Stanley
see.
decided that as soon as he found a new space,
If you
want
wanna play more of it, we can do another episode.
Serotonin goes bird. No, I'm gonna go the way you want me to go.
You can do whatever. You should do whatever you want if you want to do that. For
When
instance, we
Stanley
just got a
came
new
to
ending
set
because
of
he died.
2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Ooh.
knew it perfectly well.
I didn't get the blue
Perhaps
office
he
this
wanted
time.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley
a-
felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took
There's
the
a way
first
to get
open
that,
door on his left.
That figurine, but I don't know exactly what it is. So if you want to get it,
Stanley
you
was
can.
so bad at following
No,
directions.
that's fine.
It's incredible he wasn't
You
5
walk up
years
that wooden
ago.
thing to your right there.
Oh.
That's what it is. Then you go that way. I think you go get it and then go into the vent. I think is what you do to get out.
You're getting
There you
close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the
Now
figure
you're just missing
and
one.
marines. Very soon, you'll collect
That's
the last
exciting.
one, and
I
then
know.
the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Yeah.
And then the
We'll
first
be
number
different
will
people
equal
by
the
then.
second number.
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have
Stanley
them
looks
all.
so sad.
You'll conquer
I
back
want
when
a
you
little
had
Stanley
no figure
figurine.
and
Do you?
marines.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure we
None
can
of us
find one.
can.
I also want that coffee mug that we
I
talked
know.
about.
So I think you can crouch and go through this vent. I don't know where it takes you, but
Oh, somewhere.
oh, this is a new ending.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it
The
seemed the office had
cassettes.
begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun
Meg, the
from
Wizard
so
of
far
Oz
off
is
the
just a
beaten
person
path
behind a
that
curtain.
it
It's
seemed
just a
the office
person
had
behind a
begun from so
curtain.
far off
You
the
found it. It's a person who drinks coffee. Time to
Time to-
wake
was
up.
actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head.
It was
I bet
all a
that's
dream.
the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us
Is
do.
it bad to find the world exciting, narrator? Is it bad
I've
to
become
be?
sad. Look
I
what
think
you've
it's
done
bad
to
to
me.
be
This is
shocked
all
by it
your
was all a
fault.
dream or it was all imagination. I think that's yeah.
That's fine. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's
It's
also
not
not all
bad
bad
to-
to just
I
like
hear ya.
delight in the world, you know?
I hear you, but it is bad to delight in it was all a dream? It was all a
Today.
dream?
It was all a dream.
A dream?
I was dead the
Stanley
whole
knew the office
time.
layout
Yep.
like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Only a matter of time.
It was only a matter of time. All right, do you want to do the actual ending this time?
Yes, mhm.
Otherwise, I have another ending that you can do real quick. Go to the cargo area.
Don't tempt me.
We'll do another ending.
To the
Stanley
right?
came
Yeah.
to a set of two
To the
open
cargo
doors.
area is
This
the-
was not
The,
the correct
like,
way
where
to
the
the
lift
waiting
is,
room,
yeah.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I don't actually remember the ending.
The lounge
but
was grand, majestic.
Is this like
Perhaps
the
too
ending
but
ending?
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
I mean, there's not
open
an
door
ending
on his
ending to this
left.
game, right?
you found the credits. You found the credits on your second run, Megan.
True.
Stanley was so bad at following
Okay,
directions.
go to
it's
the lift, but
incredible
don't
he
get on
wasn't
it.
fired
Okay.
years ago.
I'm pretty sure if you get on and then immediately walk off, you get a new ending. Walk off, walk off, walk off.
Oh,
There you
well,
go.
look who's
Nice.
got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor
I already did that
below.
one.
You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Wait, can I actually make it from here?
No, I think you technically get an
Come
ending here
on.
too.
I'm sure you'll survive
If I
the
don't jump, okay.
Don't
Yeah,
tell
I
me you're
think.
scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Do it, do
Do
it,
it.
do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh, you do have to jump down to your
Oh,
death,
okay.
apparently.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
There you go. There's
That's
a
pretty
new,
good.
there's
That's
a new
pretty
ending.
good.
Oops.
Oops.
Looks like I was wrong.
Looks like I was wrong.
Okay, actual last
Just a
ending
step
this
Okay,
time.
through
okay,
this
okay.
door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need.
Let's go do the
If I
4-hour
can make
ending
it
with the
through
baby
this
game.
door, I can make
Okay,
it
yeah.
through the mall.
I'm gonna need a few more high noons.
Alcoholic drinks. Get
Yeah.
you through.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I did save this ending for last because I think it's a really cool one.
Okay, cool.
So hopefully you'll enjoy
Stanley
it.
was so bad
Yeah.
at following directions.
So I'm
that
getting
it was
on
incredible
and
he
riding.
wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off
I'd
on
forgotten
the
how
wrong
many
foot
different
here.
endings there are in
I'm
this
not sure
area.
it has been
I
really
and I
wrong.
just didn't come back here
realize that
because I
investing your trust in someone
did
else
it
can be
early and didn't think
difficult,
about
but the fact
Yeah.
is that
the
the
possibility
story
of
has been about nothing but you
not
all
getting
this
stuck into the same
time.
ending again.
There's someone you've
Yeah.
been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Tap
Please,
H
stop
to
trying
tell
to make every decision by yourself.
your wife
My wife.
you
I'm not
love her.
asking for me.
I love you,
I'm
my
asking
wife.
love
for
you.
her.
Meg, thanks for playing this
is it,
game.
Stanley.
Yeah.
Your
It's been a lot of
chance
fun.
to
It's been
redeem
fun.
yourself, to put your work
Now
aside.
what? Now what am I
To
doing?
let her back into your life.
Same thing.
She's
Okay.
been
You're gonna get to a
waiting.
room with the phone.
Okay.
There's a room with the phone eventually. When you get to the room with the phone, don't do anything yet. You're when you get to the room with the phone, rather than answer it, you can
That's
unplug
her,
it.
Stanley.
Oh.
You need to be the one to do
So
this.
wait for the
To
dialogue if
reach
you
out
would.
to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Do I do it now?
Yeah, go for it.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
You chose incorrectly.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
H for my
Music
wife.
comes in,
H for
fade
wife.
to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
How on earth
What
are
did
you making
Wait a second.
meaningful
Did I just see-
choices?
No, that's not possible. I
My
can't
wife.
believe
H,
it.
H, H, H,
How
H.
had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
You can make
I can't
choices.
believe I was so
You're
mistaken.
not Stanley.
This
You're
is
not
why you've been
Stanley.
able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe
my
this
gosh.
helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
That's gonna do it for
But if
Stanley
used incorrectly,
Parable.
can also be the most dangerous. For example,
Choice.
in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
Come on,
Or
Rupert.
he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read.
Don't do that, Rupert.
Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you
Sense.
make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness,
My
is it
goodness.
4:30? I'm
Is it
supposed to
4:30?
be having a back
back?
sack and crack."
Supposed to be having a
Back sack and crack.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you
8?
make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful
I wonder
and
that
whether
every
you'll
day.
ever make a significant contribution
I
to the
wonder
world,
that every
just
day.
remember
Uh-huh.
that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should
This
subside.
is the Ryan
At
ending.
this
Yes.
time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Oh,
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Choice. It's all insignificant in the end.
in the end,
You're just a speck of dust.
make choices, but just know it's insignificant.
Do I get back on?
I don't remember. Probably.
Now that we know your choices
time it
are
has a
meaningful,
gate.
we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative
Is he gonna-
contradiction gets
No,
any
okay.
worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I thought he was going to take me back to his room. Again, I can't
Yep,
jump
yep,
off.
Yep. You've been given choice.
I
and by
have-
that, your
I have
choices have been
choice.
removed. Just in case, huh?
Just in case. You're telling me that in some versions I can
There,
open the
You'll
doors.
take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What am I supposed to do here?
I think there's actually 2 potential endings here. Give me 2 seconds to read.
Okay.
So I think there's honestly either way is fine.
Okay.
I might choose the right one because I think it's fun, but I think the left one's fun too. They're 2 different endings apparently. Kind of.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction.
They're
Perhaps
also
we're
very
not too
similar.
late.
Sure.
The narrative reality is falling apart.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it doesn't let me go any further than that.
Yeah, I think you have to go back left now.
The doors aren't shutting behind me, interestingly.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
You have to make a choice, narrator.
You have to make a choice,
No,
narrator.
I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever.
And this is how
Now
Portal
look
2
where we
starts.
are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Uh-huh.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
I'm not the main
You're
character?
a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Go left, I think.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I think this is the same thing that
Feeling
would
a
have
wave of
happened
disbelief,
either way.
Stanley decided to go up to his
You
boss's
can
office,
continue as normal.
hoping he might find an
Just
answer
follow
there.
instructions.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
doesn't even let me go
upstairs to his
down.
boss's office.
I do have to check for the poem. Oh, it's locked.
Nah, you can't.
Damn.
Stepping inside his
Green
manager's
now.
office, Stanley was
Manager
once
now.
again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nightshark 115.
Nightshark.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I guess I didn't realize it makes you do both endings, but I like it.
Nightshark 115.
I'm sorry,
Stanley,
is there a
speak
problem?
up.
You didn't
Come on,
mishear
Stan.
me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Nightshark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
You know I can't talk.
Asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Nightshark.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Stanley.
Stanley.
Isn't this so I love how this game iterates.
Are you... Is everything
You know?
okay?
Uh-huh.
Stanley, please.
For the first
I need you
time,
to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
we're out of
Are you
body.
listening to me? Can you hear me?
And Stanley is there.
And there are credits.
We did it.
Stanley,
Oh
this is
my gosh.
important.
Stanley.
The
Stanley.
story
You can
needs
do
you.
it,
It needs you to
Stanley.
make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply
I
need
just
you to
love how
take
this
that step
game
forward,
continues to change
please.
itself.
Choose.
What'd you just do?
Do something.
Press H.
Press H.
To tell my
to
wife I
your
love
wife
her.
that you love her. I'll press H for you, babe. Press
Okay,
H
thanks.
for you. Megan, thank you so much for playing Stanley Parable. Ultra
Thanks for having
Deluxe.
me.
I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for playing it either way.
Yeah, I did. It was not, I mean, I knew to
How
expect
could
something
it have
weird,
possibly
but
been what you
like,
expected?
yeah.
Because how could it possibly have been what you expected?
How wild to know how many ways to play the game there are, and yet still
How many ways to break the game? To end the
Limited
game,
choices.
Yeah, limited choices.
Take as much time as you need.
But also, people
Aw.
play this game in so many different. Take as much time as you need. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, I believe in you, Stanley.
Aw. People play this game in so many different ways that it turns out for a game that is about not having choices, you have so many choices
have a lot
about
of
how to play it.
choices.
And you
Yeah.
have so many different, I don't know. Thank you so much for playing this game.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me take over your YouTube
Hey,
channel
I
for
look
a couple
forward
days.
to you doing it more again in the future.
Yeah.
Do you have any? This is your show. I'm just along for the ride. So how do you want to end this episode?
Well, I mean, I do want to say thanks. We had a Patreon stretch goal that got us
Shout
it
out
was
to
that I
our
would
patrons on Patreon.
play a Let's Play.
Yes.
A Meg plays. If
Shout out
we
to the people.
made a certain goal, and we did after like a year on Patreon.
It's true.
Which is really cool. So thank you guys for all of your support. It means a lot to us. And
If you have any other ideas for games you might like Megan to play
Yeah.
or do videos on, we're very open to sort of experimenting with Megan playing
Yeah.
games and doing it her way. Without me on camera mostly, minus this episode, or without.
we also might do some like co-op
Sure,
games
sure.
for YouTube. It's
But it's
it'd be fun.
yeah.
We'll See, the world is our oyster. We
We'll see
have
what-
choices.
We'll see what works for you.
There
we
are
do
choices.
have choices.
And our choices mean nothing because we mean nothing in this infinite.
Oh, but it means so much.
But it
I
means
think
so
honestly,
much.
just to bring it back philosophically a little
Yeah.
bit, I think this game mostly doesn't do that.
No, I
which
know.
is like we are insignificant. It does do lots of are you really making choices
Mm-hmm.
when they've been presupposed for you?
Yeah.
But it doesn't do a lot of like we are free but unimportant.
Yeah. Except in that one ending,
Except in that one ending.
which I call the Ryan ending.
The Ryan ending.
Yeah.
It's a good ending. I'm a little Do you have a favorite ending? We're gonna get you out of here in a second, but do you have do you have an ending that you particularly liked or any
I mean, I
favorites?
really liked the elevator ending because it
Mhm.
just felt really fun.
Because you were so accomplished.
felt really cool. I felt really proud of myself for sticking with the elevator
It's also
enough times to
beautiful.
get
The
that
scene with
Yeah,
walking out to
that
the
was
lights,
cool.
and that's a really cool one.
one. I mean, press H to tell your wife you love her.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy because I felt like I came to very different understandings of the game in very different
played.
like as I played.
Yeah.
So, but
You
and
had
then
some of the
ending
craziest endings
still
first.
shocked me. Where I'm like, I'm gonna try to push all these buttons and stop this countdown, even though
Uh-huh.
I can't. Like,
Even though I've been told already.
even though I've been told already that I know there are a million endings that I'm not gonna solve this puzzle.
I've said it already, but I'm so proud of you for getting the ending where Stanley is free and realizing Stanley is not happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And knowing and then the game to me that's the moment when the game opens up, when you realize I could be free, but that doesn't give me what I want.
Yeah.
What I want is to know more or
Yeah.
to puzzle around things or to play around, and
Yeah.
that's
It was
Yeah.
fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think what other endings were particularly fun. The skip button was just a lot,
the skip button's a lot.
but it left an impression, that's for sure. I mean, press H to tell your wife you love her.
Yeah.
First ending I got.
Yeah.
My wife.
I love it.
I miss her every day.
Anyways, thanks so much for playing.
Thanks for having me. It was a blast.
You can take us out.
I don't know that I have anything else to say.
Hey, here's the thing. If you liked this, don't forget to like or leave a comment down below. You can talk about what game Megan should play next.
You can also just spam H's in the
spam
comments.
H's in the comments. We're into that too.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
I'll know what you mean.
Go for it.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.